Good morning, I'm Lynn and welcome to another day at Ewetopia Farms. Today it's all about getting that second cut in before it starts to rain. So let's get started. Before we head out, we'll have a checkup on Knockout here. Hi buddy. Hi. Oh, you need an itch again. Yeah, every time you come to see him he wants a little body rub here. Oh yeah, that feels good, doesn't it buddy? Oh yeah. I know. Let's go get you some water. Arnie heads out to the field. He's rolling out some nice hay for these guys here. Looks like they like it. This is some more of that first cut wrapped hay. They actually seem really happy with it. And the rest is going back with these ewes that are going away and that are in a little bit poorer condition. These girls are scheduled to be leaving on Friday to their new home, along with Jethro. Yeah, I've got some of that prime hay too. And a fresh pail of water. So Arnie's gonna head off to that alfalfa field now. He's gonna rake that entire field. And hopefully this afternoon he'll be baling it and bringing it home. Just doing the salt mineral. And I thought we'd stop and see one of our friends here. Hi, and who are you? You're one we all know. Let's have a look at you. Oh my goodness. Could you be any cuter with those little black horns, little horn markings? Look at that. She doesn't have horns, but they look like right where horns would be. That's you. Is that a little scary looking? This is Cupcake. She's the only one in the fall lamb group that comes up for petting. Hi. And she is a keeper. You are, 'cause you're lovely. This is Chewy's lamb. This is what Chewy would look like if she had ears. You are such a sweetheart. Yeah, you are. How did you get to be so lovely? Yes. So that guy who's been harassing me with negative comments all the time commented that I shouldn't be feeding bottle babies to these guys anymore. And here's an example of a mom. Look at the size of her lambs. Twin ewe lambs. That's Gladiator's sister. She's got humdinger lambs. And she wants to nurse them still. So there's nothing wrong with nursing them longer. People do that so they can breed their ewes like really quickly, but these ewes aren't going to be breeding again for a while. And if you let your lambs nurse, they actually dry the ewe up, because she'll naturally dry up on her own, especially when she's trying to feed two big lambs like that. So if I give Leonard a little extra leftover from Linus's bottle, there is no harm done. So anyway, today I've just been blocking the comments, but today I blocked him too, so maybe that's the last of my negative comments without any positive input. I don't mind people giving me a criticism or maybe a suggestion, but when I ask him, like, why do you think I shouldn't feed the bottle babies, I never get a response. I don't get any feedback, I just get the criticism. So he's gone. All done. headed to the field with Buddy Ben, and we brought his little friend Max as well. Neither of them like the car, but we've been lucky this year because we've had really no breakdowns during harvesting, except for right now.
You got that little tape?
Yeah.
Benny?
So I got the phone call just as I was actually gonna come see how he was doing out here, because he got all the hay raked up this morning, as you can see, into rows, and he'd just come out to start baling. We've got a few bales done, as you can see back there. But it looks like we have some kind of breakdown here. And he's gonna tell me to go to Canadian Tire and pick up a wire. Good luck on that turning out right. As he measures that, I'll show you the field. He wanted to get this done today, so a breakdown can be troublesome if rain comes in.
Indicator? We're checking even the bales.
Yeah.
It's broke. But the hay's raked so good, I'm not even using it in some measurements with bale. So if you weren't here, I would just keep on going. But now you're here to take advantage of it.
I can pretend I'm not here, so I don't have to make a mistake.
Pretend you're not here. So if you can get that for me, and what you can I don't think I need it, but I'm thinking better get it.
Okay, 30 feet.
30 feet of it, and come back to the field,
Okay, so
let me see if I have the right width.
So Ben and Max are enjoying this. They're gonna get back in the car right away with me, though. I can't leave them here while Arnie's working. I just don't trust that. Got one dog there, and you can see we don't want to lose this hay because she's severely nice hay. Only the best for our sheep. Well, the last few months they've been getting pretty crappy hay, to be honest, but they'll be more than happy with this stuff. Unfortunately, with hay, what you have is what you have. Turn a bad hay bale into a good one. So if your hay's all bad that year because it was a bad year, all you can do is supplement with grain, basically. You can't make the hay any better. And if your hay is bad, probably everyone in the area's hay is bad, because it's usually a reflection of the weather. So here I am at our local building center to get that piece of wire. This is the closest one to our house. It's in Gananoque. So I found all the little wires here, and it's really close between this one and this one, I think. So they're just gonna get a measure, and luckily I'm dealing with Barry here. Me and Arnie nickname him Smiley because he's always extremely happy, and he always wins awards for good customer service.
Hey, one of those girls.
And here he is.
What are you doing?
I'm putting you on YouTube.
How come?
Because I said that I'm glad I got you because you're always happy and helpful.
I love you.
This is the professional way to measure wire.
24, 26, 28, 30. I'll give you a little bit extra just in case I miscalculated. Arnie loves that.
Yeah,
He always
will.
likes to get extra.
Yeah.
Love that Arnie to death. Love him to death.
And this is what happens when you do a favor for someone and go all the way into town. In the time it took me to run in there, he got the whole field baled, which is excellent. And actually, while I was there, I used that opportunity to pick up some more groceries, some more vegetables, because I'm on a diet now. I've got an agreement with my doctor that I don't have to go on blood pressure meds if I can lose some weight. So the goal is they're challenging me to do 5 to 10 pounds in a month. So I'm kind of doing a semi-keto thing and using up all the zucchini, and I can't remember who it was that gave me a recipe for Mexican casserole. We had it last night and it was to die for. So now I'm going to also be cooking that zucchini lasagna that everyone was telling me about. So I thought I'd pick up those ingredients while I was there. There he is, finishing up. Well, I'm back. I got Arnie his wire. He didn't need it, so I wasted my time.
No, you didn't, hon. You did me a job.
What?
You did me a job that I don't have to do now.
So we got your stuff there. Did you want to show me a tree or something?
I have to drive back there.
How far is it? 20 feet?
That tree?
Oh my God, Arnie.
100 feet.
It's not 500 feet. You're talking about this one right here?
500 feet. Let's go.
God, Arnie. I'm the one with the bad leg and he wants to drive. I'm supposed to be walking for my knee and walking to lose weight, and he wants to drive to see a tree in the same field. He's going to actually count, but the point is it's extremely close. It's extremely close is the point, Arnie. How lazy are you? All you did was sit in the tractor all day. And you know what happens to the butt cheeks when that happens? It's called expansion. Here's his hay. How's that look?
I'd eat that for a salad.
It looks extremely good.
It's wet. So you wrapped.
It's supposed to be wet.
Matching twine.
And we went to look at this tree on an aside because we do like the tree line. Someone mentioned that it was nice to see that we have trees on our property too. I won't let Arnie cut down anything but a dead tree.
Put it on, babe. Is it on?
It is on, but it's...
All right, go over there and look at the tree, honey. I'm going to take a picture of you. Look at that massive tree there. Okay, Lynn. See how I'm going to tell you what the point here is. Either that's a big tree or that's a pretty small wife.
I'm trying to lose weight.
Now, stay there, hon. I want to ask you a question.
Don't ask me a question. It's not a question-answer session.
What does Lynn and the mighty oak have in common?
Strength,
Strength,
beauty,
beauty, tolerance. Because the mighty oak, you know why the mighty oak's still standing here? Because it can bend in the storms, it tolerates the droughts, it tolerates all the bad points about life, and the mighty oak is still standing there. Just like Lynn.
Arnie, have a look at the branches here.
I heard that in the movie the other night.
And then you can look at the clouds too, because the clouds look really nice too.
Yeah, this tree here, I'm going to guess, this tree here is probably
Well,
well over 100 years old, 150 years old.
I can't get in there, but it's pretty wide. It's, what, 5 feet wide?
Yeah, it's basically, it's 2 trunks, but I'm going to guess that it's 150 to 200 years old.
Are you looking up?
Yep.
Can you see what you're looking at?
You want me to climb up there, babe?
Okay. Yeah.
Actually, I could get some of my cousins to do it. So look at this field here, honey. Tell me something. What does this field and Alberta have in common?
I don't know, Arnie. What does it have in common with
Well,
Alberta
this
fields?
field makes you look like you're in big sky country.
Arnie, well, to you it does.
And
To
you know
them
what?
it doesn't. Look at all the tree lines.
And you know what we have in common with this field in Alberta?
What?
Right underneath that tractor is Trans-Canada Pipeline. We got Alberta fuel going through my field and the field. That's what we have in common. Alberta fuel.
Okie dokie.
It is. Trans-Canada Pipeline goes right underneath that tractor.
That's right. Look at all the bales. So how many bales did we get
105.
in this batch
And
or
just this piece-
combined?
Just this piece today. No.
Just this piece?
All together we got 165.
There you go.
I said 100. Those 5 bales out. I feel real bad. I feel like I'm losing my edge.
Okay, Arnie.
Hey, hon, I gotta go home. We gotta start wrapping. You're not helping me tonight, so
Hey, I didn't see you helping me today.
you're helping me, honey.
Look at the clouds.
Yeah, that's been sitting there all day. I think Toronto's getting rain today. I think.
I think so.
See how
This
healthy
is
the-
what a nice summer day looks like. And today it is hot, but the humidity definitely broke today.
You see, there's no spots in the leaves this year.
Yeah, it's really
So I
weird.
figure on. You know how we've been getting the wind from the north?
Yeah.
I guess we haven't been getting acid rain from the states dropping on the leaves.
Yeah, that's true.
That's what it
'Cause
is.
we usually, it's been awful. You look at the leaves and they are covered in spots. But this year we have noticed that the leaves are much healthier looking,
healthier look.
which you'd think they wouldn't be because of all the smoke and stuff we've had. But it's true, the wind has changed direction. It usually comes
Well,
southwest, and now it's coming from
Take-
the northeast.
take a look at the look.
And
look
we
up-
have no industries in the northeast.
That's right. Take a look where we are, right on the border, and look over there. Detroit, Buffalo, Chicago, all those big polluting cities.
Toronto.
Now Toronto's a clean city. It's Canadian. All those
It's a
cities,
dirty one,
all those
too.
cities in the states that drop that acid rain on the Canada that ruins all their trees. But this year we've been getting the wind from the north. See, that's what it is. Anyways, love to talk. Gotta go.
Okay, so we're gonna head back home. And we'll come back for, well, I guess I won't come back. I guess I could come back, watch you stack a few bales.
Well, I'm done
That
now.
should be
Everybody's
exciting.
done right now. There's no excuse not to be done today. So I hope it pours tonight.
Yeah, hopefully. Okay, we're homeward bound now. Isn't that hay beautiful? We're so lucky about that hay. Here he comes. I beat him back. So we've got a double load of hay waiting here to get unloaded. It's sitting in the driveway. And we've got a whole line of the second cut hay up here that came in on another load. And Arnie's already wrapping it. As you saw, we unwrapped a few of the first cut bales already. And the hay's been really, really good quality and really nice. And if you recall, last year we kept cutting open these plastic bales and we had so many bad bales. And we had been using 4 layers of wrap on the hay. The manufacturer recommends minimum of 4 layers of wrap. So to save money, that's what we did. But that's a lesson learned. Saving money is not always the main thing. If you have to throw away so much hay and sheep get sick on it. So this year we've tried 6 layers of wrap, and so far, so good. So we're really hoping that all of this hay stays as good as the day it was wrapped by the time we feed it. That would be such a treat. And this is the next day. Arnie brought home several loads of hay last night and just left them in the yard. And today is a wrapping day mainly. And as you can see, again, our yard is getting filled with wrap bales. But right here we have a first cut bale that's getting ready to be fed. So we'll chop that open and have a look and see how that 6 layers of plastic did. Arnie stopped his wrapping and was patiently waiting for me to come and do an unveiling of one of our bales.
Gotta like viewers, eh? Because I was never known I had a hole in my pants if someone didn't tell me.
Turn around again.
What?
Turn around again.
I think it's a pasture on that good, but it's on pretty good.
This is a farmer's solution to ripped jeans.
Hey, you ready?
You want me to go on that side? I'm ready.
So we're just kind of open a little bit because if it's bad, we'll shut the camera off. Right away, okay?
Yeah.
Oh, it doesn't look too bad. It smells extremely good.
Well, this hay does smell a lot like that honey still because it's nice and fresh.
Nope, no mold at all.
So I guess you can always learn, right? When someone says this is the minimum required, do a little bit more, because minimum is usually not enough.
What do you mean?
Well, the manufacturer said minimum 4 layers.
Yeah.
And all the bales, well, not all, but a lot of the bales rotted.
Yeah, 4 wasn't enough.
So we upped it to 6 on consultation with lots of viewers and other people. And so far, so good. I mean, we're not going to jinx it. It'll be in, these are still fairly fresh. But Arnie said even the fresh ones last year, some of them had a bit, started. So
there's absolutely nothing on this bale.
No.
Anywhere at all.
You can see no patches, no like damp looking spots.
Well, and you think it's dry, but if you feel that, it's not dry at all. Look.
Yeah, I just loosened up the bale you gave to the rams out front, and when I loosened it up, it was wet.
Yeah.
That's why I wanted to loosen it, because I didn't want it to go bad.
If that was the solution, I'm really happy.
Yeah, that's such a simple solution. It's way more expensive this way, but hey, in the long run, it's way cheaper because we threw away probably 100 bales. We lost about 7 sheep.
Well, don't talk about that, babe.
Well, that's extremely expensive, not to mention horrible. So who's this going to?
I'm going to try the lambs today.
Okay, we're going to try the lambs today because this barn is still pretty full. And someone asked about curing the wet bales, and generally they like it to sit in the plastic for about a month before you open them up and use them. Hi everybody, how y'all doing? Oh my goodness, you guys are lovely. So this is how we feed round bales. For those of you joining us for the first time, we unwrap it if it's wrapped hay. We pick it up with our skid steer with the jaws. We have specially built feeders that are made for our size of round bales. We do 4-foot bales. not 5 like some people do. The reason we don't do 5 foot is, as you'll see shortly, we roll our bales out and 5 foot is just too heavy. But 4 foot is doable. And we talked with wet hay, we talked about it having to be fed in a day or 2, like it has to all be eaten. If you put in a bigger bale, they won't be able to eat it all either. We fit 200 sheep in each barn here. So 200 sheep should clean up this size bale in a day. These are lambs, so we'll give them 2 days because they're smaller, but adults, 200 sheep will eat it in a day. So now he's going to cut the strings off.
Why is this here? And 1 Dorset. What's the chance of that? Do the Suffolk eat a lot?
So I don't know if you got all that, but he says on that side waiting for him there's a whole bunch of Suffolks and only 1 Dorset.
15 Suffolks and the 1 Dorset, and the Dorset walked away.
But also, Arnie, they want to stay in their cohort. So all the Suffolks happen to be standing up here, and if you look back there, it's all the Dorsets. They do separate themselves. Hi, you guys are all Suffolks though. Really nice ones. Looking for homes. This is the last of the Suffolks looking for homes. Would make someone a beautiful flock. They're all pretty consistent in here. And all true to type. And all registerable if you want papers. So he pulls the strings off, tosses it on the ground so that I can throw it in the garbage. And then you just kind of pull a bit off for the front, and then he starts rolling it out. Now as he rolls it, it doesn't just come right off. Every now and then he'll have to stop and loosen it because the hay does kind of stick together sometimes, especially I think with wetter hay. And of course that first push is the hardest. Do you think I could do that? The answer is probably not.
With the cows, with the dairy cows, when we started chopping feed in the saddles, chopping up TMR,
Yep.
what happens is the feed's chopped up so the cows chew less, okay, they do more swallowing, and actually the fat level in the milk went down. And when you fed bales like this, that they had to chew more, the fat levels went up.
And why do you want fat levels up?
Well, I'm thinking it's the same as sheep. If the sheep have to chew more, they're probably going to produce more fat and more protein.
But why do you want that?
In the milk for lamb.
So it'll make for richer milk.
I mean, I can't confirm
for the lambs.
But that was an issue with the cows. When you chop the feed all up, your fat and levels went down in the milk, and you got paid less.
So you want to have a little bit of coarseness in your feed so that they can chew more. Interesting things that you wouldn't really think would make a difference. But with the cows, they've put a lot of research into things. Not nearly so much as the sheep in this country anyway. I'm sure in the big sheep producing countries, they've got a lot more out. But in Canada, sheep is a relatively new thing. We're basically dairy beef country, and some pork and chicken too, but the lamb is a new thing for us. So the bales all rolled out. There's a little mini bit left at the end. We'll see. We're gonna leave these guys in the barn today because we want them to eat this fresh hay. And we'll see how much of it they actually do eat. If it's not all eaten up by this time tomorrow, we will remove that core bale back there and put it in a feeder for another group of sheep and let these guys finish it off. Because like we said, we don't want the hay sitting around for more than a couple of days. That's the one thing with wrapped hay. You can only feed wrapped hay if you have enough sheep that will eat it up in 1 to 2 days. Otherwise, you're totally wasting your time wrapping hay. And it's the same with any type of wet feed. TMR, that type of stuff is all, it all has to be eaten up immediately. So I just finished morning chores. And as you can hear, the wrapping is ongoing. We'll be listening to this all day long. Another one hits the dust. And there's the rest that have to be offloaded. And there's still, I think he said 2 more loads left in the field. So they all have to come home today as well. Max stays with Arnie throughout this entire process, barking the whole time and running around. And God knows how he has figured out to stay out of the way when Arnie drops that wrap bale. But so far he always stays out of the way. But I'm really going overtime on this video, so we're gonna call that a day, and we'll check back again tomorrow to see how he made out and if he got all the bales wrapped today before. There's a risk again of rain tomorrow, so maybe. And if there isn't rain tomorrow, we're heading on to the next field to start getting that hay off. And I think we're gonna go have a look at Corey. I think he's baling the hay. He's not wrapping it, he's doing it dry. So maybe we'll go ahead and see how he's doing with his hay tomorrow as well. So if you enjoyed your time here, you know the story. Give us a like, ring that notification bell, because that will let you know every time a video comes up, because I noticed on YouTube, like, it doesn't seem to play the videos in order as they're posted, or it doesn't on my TV anyway, which is not very handy, I find. But if you press the bell, it tells you when a new one's come up so you can find it more easily. And anyway, send us a comment and be sure to join us again tomorrow for the next episode. Bye for now.